James Rizika, I'm sitting here at the popcorn counter. I know it looks like I'm doing my schoolwork. It's because it's final exams week.
Oh, Andres Lorente, it's final exams?
Yes. So I'm preparing the exams for my students. I don't really have time to talk to you because it's final exams week.
Well, how about if I figured out a way to talk to you that involved asking questions and coming up with responses?
Oh my God, that would get me ready for final exams week. You'd be doing me a massive favor.
Well, funny you should say that.
Oh.
It's so when it's a slow week at the movies, it's good to have some kind of some brain exercise.
You're right.
To keep us engaged, and it's good for the aging brain. So it's time for our quarterly popcorn counter quiz. So I've prepared a quiz. So this will surely get you in the right frame of mind.
It warms
for an
my
end of year
heart.
Exam.
We have quarters. We have 4 quarters. And we have 2 semesters. So we've just finished our second quarter. We're having our semester exams. Oh my God. I feel right at home. My heart is warm.
I feel, if I'm in your class, does that mean I need to put away my phone and stop texting and stop pulling the hair of the girl sitting in front of me?
Yes.
So we watched Bob Dylan twice last week. The real Bob Dylan, the fake Dylan.
Which was which? I have no idea. Who is who?
Well, who can tell?
Yeah.
So Bob Dylan did do some acting, didn't he?
Yes.
I think he was in Miami Vice, wasn't he, actually?
Oh, my
I think
God.
He did a whole bunch of weird projects. But it did make me think, well, there have been a bunch of movies that have had pop stars in. So I've got a list here in front of me of 30 movies starring a pop star.
Are they?
And I wonder how many of them, from my clues, you can guess. I've decided, I think 20 out of 30 is the pass mark, 67%.
Passing for us is 70%. So,
but this is a hard quiz.
Okay, yeah, perfect, good. Okay,
so we're going to grade it on the curve.
Okay, perfect.
I say that as if I know what that means. So I'm going to give you a few clues. If you want the point, I need the name of the film and the pop star that was in it. So I told you it would be hard.
Yeah.
We have 3 sets of 10, and you get to have a breather between each 3.
Okay.
If you are ready to start, I am ready to hit you with a question.
I'm not ready to start, but this is a podcast. We can't just have dead air. So fire away. I'm ready.
Right. Question number 1. Mm-hmm. This is a 2002 film directed by Curtis Hanson.
Mm-hmm. Is that all I get? That's all I need.
Oh, yes?
Yeah. It's 8 Mile with Eminem.
It is Eminem. Yeah, okay, there we go. Okay,
Marshall Mathers or Slim Shady or whatever name he goes by. Yeah.
I forgot that Kim Basinger was in that film.
Kim Basinger's in that, and
Brittany Murphy is in that film.
Brittany Murphy, who's no longer with us.
Yeah.
And Mekhi Phifer's in there.
Yeah. So it's actually a good. Won the Academy Award for Best Original Song. Actually.
You bet it. Ain't out here for hard out here. It's hard out here for a pimp. Isn't that? I think no. That's
Pimpin' Ain't Easy. Something like that.
Yeah, no, that was Hustle and Flow. I just wanted to say it's hard out here for a pimp. Not here in Portland, Maine necessarily, but somewhere. I'm sure wherever it is, it's hard.
Honest answer is I wouldn't know. Question number 2. Okay, going back 10 years, 1992.
Yeah.
This was the second highest grossing film of the year in 1992.
1992.
It was written by Lawrence Kasdan. But it's not Indiana Jones.
92. Lawrence Kasdan.
I think the main reason it was not the second highest grossing film of the year because it was a good film. It was the second highest grossing film of the year because it was a perfect storm of 2 super hot stars in the early 90s. And one of them was Kevin Costner with a bad haircut.
Couldn't know. That's The Bodyguard, I think.
It is The Bodyguard. Very good. But who is the pop star?
I believe it's Whitney Houston.
Whitney Houston, also not with us. I hope that's not going to be a theme in this quiz.
Yeah. Ooh.
2 for 2. Right, we're going to go further back in time, in 1985.
Mm-hmm.
This is a Peter Bogdanovich film.
Ooh.
Sam Elliott, Laura Dern, and a young Eric Stoltz wearing a lot of makeup.
Stoltz in makeup.
Eric Stoltz. This might have been like his big screen debut, really, I think.
Laura Dern, Bogdanovich, 1985.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I think Eric Stoltz was also cast. Oh, yep.
Oh, Mask?
It is Mask. Excellent. It's not Mask. It's Mask.
Mask.
I've written Mask, obviously, but who is the pop star though?
A mosque is a place where you pray, I believe. A mask is something you wear on your face if you have some sort of deformity in that film, maybe. Cher. Was Cher in that?
Cher.
But Cher's done so many things. Okay, good.
Yeah, Cher. Yeah, Cher has been busy. Okay, we're gonna sit around the mid '80s for a few films now. I'm afraid.
My wheelhouse.
1986,
86?
the year after Mask, a Jim Henson film, a real cult hit. I think it bombed in the US and it was a hit in the UK, starring a very young Jennifer Connolly. This cult hit sees her babysitting her infant brother until the brother is kidnapped by puppet fairies. What 1986 film is this?
Sounds like a hallucination. What?
It kind of is. This is a peculiar, weird film. And because it wasn't a hit in the US, this may have passed you by entirely.
This is Fraggle Rock? What is this?
You know what? It almost is Fraggle Rock, but there weren't. I don't think there were any big pop star cameos in Fraggle Rock.
Jim Henson.
Yeah.
I may not know this one. Yeah.
I'll give you one clue, which is the pop star involved is David Bowie, who's made a whole bunch of crazy nuts films.
I think you've just confused me even more. David Bowie.
The film is called Labyrinth.
Oh.
I see now. By that response, I can already tell that film was not a hit in the States.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I think it utterly bombed and disappeared.
86.
But it was kind of it's a cult hit in Britain. Labyrinth. If you find pictures of David Bowie in Labyrinth, he's got the most fantastic, elaborate hairstyle. Looks utterly nuts. Well, you're still 3 out of 4. You're at 75%.
Yeah, I got to maintain this.
1984. This film is our favourite version of a huge sci-fi franchise based on a book from 1965 about a hostile desert planet. Our favourite version of this franchise was directed by the late David Lynch.
Mm-hmm. The film's Dune. You're looking for a pop star?
There was a pop star.
God, we did see this. Oh, Sting. Well,
it is Sting.
It's a very it's a very greasy Sting, as I recall. But yeah, Sting's in there.
Yes, a steamy, crazy-haired Sting.
Yeah, he's
crazy
more
hair
oil.
Is going to be a theme.
He's more oil and lotion than pop star.
I don't know what he thinks about appearing in Dune now, but it seemed like a good idea at the time, surely. Right, question. So 4 out of 5. Yeah. Question 6. 1984, a rock opera directed by Albert Magnoli.
Albert Magnoli? Is that supposed to help me?
Yeah, he's the guy who invented that off-white paint, remember?
Oh, I don't remember.
This was an enormous hit. And the pop star in question is not an actor, but a fantastic performer.
Yeah.
So the bits of the movie which are just live concert footage are dynamite, and the rest of it not so hot.
I don't know. I saw this one. I think this is Purple Rain.
It is Purple Rain. And the pop star, if you want the point, you got to tell me the pop star.
Oh, the artist formerly known as Prince, or the indecipherable symbol of...
Also not with us anymore.
I know.
This is turning into a thing.
It doesn't pay to be a pop star that does a movie. In fact, it kills.
We may be about to prove that theory, actually. In 1978, this film was directed by Sidney Lumet.
Oh, yeah. Oh, good.
This film was written by Joel Schumacher. This film is a filmed version of a classic children's novel, but made with a cast of characters of colour.
Oh, yeah.
What film is this?
I think it's just called The Wiz, maybe.
It is called The Wiz.
Okay.
Are there any pop stars in The Wiz?
Oof, I haven't seen it. I think it's going to be maybe... Is it Donna Summer? No?
I don't think she is in it. I think there is... I don't know whether Donna Summer was a Motown artist. The people I'm thinking of, there's another famous singer beginning with D.
Dionne Warwick.
I think it's Diana Ross.
Diana Ross.
The person I've written on my list is Michael Jackson.
Oh.
So yeah, Michael Jackson is
so you got several singers.
So yeah.
Diana Ross, Donna Summer, darn it. Got them confused.
Also, no longer with us. Number 8.
Do I get credit on that one, or is it like a half point? What's going on there? Half point.
No, you get nothing.
Oh,
0.
jeez,
Nothing.
you guys are tough.
I established the rules at the start of the quiz. 1985. There's a lot of 80s films in this quiz. I apologise. This 1985 film is directed by Susan Siedelman. Of course.
Oh.
It stars Rosanna Arquette.
Mm-hmm. And Madonna.
And Aidan Quinn.
Yep.
And a hand dryer. What film is this?
Ooh, a hand dryer.
Famous the most famous hand dryer scene in all of cinema.
I love this film. Already. Just that there's a hand dryer. I think Madonna is the pop singer.
She is.
And I think the film is called Desperately Seeking Susan.
Yes.
Which it's a great film.
It's a very long time since I've seen it, but I vividly remember the hand dryer scene. I don't know why. Obviously, that touched a nerve. Question 9, going way, way back now. 1957, directed by Richard Thorpe. In this film, construction worker Vince Everett kills a man in a drunken brawl.
Oh my.
Brawl, not a ball, a brawl, and is sentenced to prison, where his cellmate, a washed-up country singer, teaches him some guitar chords, and Vince becomes a singing sensation.
Ooh.
What 1957 film is this? From a man who made rather too many films in the 1950s.
Yeah. It's got to be an Elvis picture.
It is an Elvis picture. But which Elvis picture is set in a prison?
Well, it would make sense if Jailhouse Rock was the film.
On the money.
Okay,
yep.
Good.
So I'm not clever enough to wrong foot you, I'm afraid. Right, last question of this round. Number 10, John Chu.
Ooh, what year?
He directed 2024's
Oh.
number 6 worldwide hit and the highest grossing film musical adaptation ever. What was last year's number 6 worldwide hit?
That was
Jeff
a
Goldblum's
musical.
in it.
That was a musical.
It was a musical. It was a musical.
Well,
It's an adaptation of a stage musical.
yeah, I think it's Wicked.
It is Wicked.
Yeah.
Or Wicked, as people sometimes like to call it. It is Wicked, but are there any pop stars in Wicked?
I think Ariana Grande is in it.
It is Ariana Grande,
Okay.
yes. Happily, she's still alive at least. 8 out of 10 for the first round.
Sweet.
Not
Okay.
bad. Not bad. Do you want a comfort break? Do you want to press straight on?
No, I got to get to these exams, my friend.
Feeling lucky is what you mean. Feeling lucky. Question 11.
And
right.
I'm going to be more generous with my students than you are. I didn't get a point at all on the whiz. Come on.
No points.
Half
No
point.
points.
Oh, jeez.
0 points. 1991. We're out of the 80s, thank God. 1991. This film was directed by John Singleton. Larry Fishburne's in it. Cuba Gooding Jr. is in it. This movie famously begins with a stop sign. What 1991 urban unrest movie is this?
I think it's Boys in the Hood.
Well, it is Boys in the Hood, but who is the pop star?
Is it LL Cool J?
Oh, you can have another go.
I've never seen this film.
Oh, it's okay, actually. The pop star in question turned out to be better than I expected.
It's too early to be Ice-T, isn't it?
It could have been Ice-T. Ice-T and this guy, they were in a Denzel Washington picture together, which was called Ricochet or Loot? No, maybe Looters, maybe. So this guy has been in a film with Ice-T, but it's not Ice-T.
Oh, man.
He shares some of his name with Ice-T, though.
Ooh. Well, it could be the T part, and it could be the ice part.
Yeah, it's the ice part. What's his surname?
Vanilla Ice isn't in this film, is he? Jeez.
No, you're right. Vanilla Ice is not in this film. Or if he is in this film, God, oh my God, can you imagine casting Vanilla Ice in the Boys in the Hood?
Vanilla Ice can't be in that film.
That would spark the LA riots, basically, wouldn't it? No, this is going to be another noodle point. It's Ice Cube.
It's Ice Cube.
Ice Cube, of course. All the rappers were called Ice something back then.
Well, either that or cool. There's something about temperature here. Ice and cool.
Those are those heady pre-global warming days. Question 7.
Jeez.
Okay, this is a hard one. This probably should come at the end. I'm not sure how this ended up quite so early. This is a hard one. This is not a film I've seen. It is a 2002 teen road comedy.
Oh, good.
Directed by Tamra Davis with Dan Aykroyd, Kim Cattrall, Zoe Saldana. Great cast.
Very young, yeah.
But what is this 2002 teen road movie?
Teen road movie?
Yeah. I wouldn't get this if I were in your shoes.
I like to think I was an adult in 2002.
This film was not aimed at us.
Ah. And there's a pop star in it.
There is a pop star in it. I think the pop star is pretty much the only reason the film got made, I think.
Britney Spears?
It is Britney Spears. Very good. What was the name of her movie? It's also the name of a long-running British soap opera.
Oh. The Ashes.
If only. It's Crossroads.
Crossroads, oh yeah.
Crossroads.
Is Ralph Macchio in that film? No.
If he is, he didn't make it onto my little list here.
Blues guitarist kind of thing? What is the Crossroads?
You're talking about like I've seen Crossroads from 2002, and I promise you I definitely have not. Back on safer ground.
Yes.
1996. This Roland Emmerich film.
Oh yeah.
Famously blows up the White House. It stars Bill Pullman as George W. Bush. What is this film?
George W. Bush. It's got to be Independence Day, isn't it?
It is Independence Day. But who's the pop star in Independence Day?
Let's see. Are we suggesting that Bob Dylan's a pop star by this? Is this like related to the Dylan?
Well, what else would you call him?
Independence Day.
Now, this is an actor who starred in a surprising number of the top 10 or top 20 films of all time, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, weirdly.
I was going to say he is.
He?
Yes, I got that part out. Good. Okay, so he.
He still alive. This is an actor who packs a punch.
That's a reference to boxing, I believe. A fighter.
It's a reference to Chris Rock, actually.
Chris Rock is the person.
No, but Chris Rock got punched by somebody.
Oh no, really? Will Smith?
It is Will Smith. Yeah. I'm going to give you the point. Well,
all right, that's nice.
You found my lenient side.
That's good.
1990.
Yeah.
So it all comes back to this. This is where the comic book picture began. 1990, this comic book picture had everyone in it. Al Pacino, Dustin Hoffman, Paul Sorvino, Mandy Patinkin, James Caan, Catherine O'Hara, Seymour Cassell, Dick Van Dyke.
Warren Beatty?
Warren Beatty, yes. What comic book picture is this?
Well, we've had Madonna in another film, haven't we?
Yes, Madonna in.
But she's also in Dick Tracy.
Dick Tracy, yeah. Apparently Dick Tracy is now available for free on YouTube.
Ooh.
I quite fancy watching it again. I think I was probably underrated gem, Dick Tracy, before its time. Question 15. Back to the modern era, 2022. This romantic thriller was directed by Olivia Wilde.
Oh, yeah.
And it stars Florence Pugh as a woman in a 1950s metaverse-style perfect life. What is this film?
Stepford Wives?
Well, it really feels like a remake of the Stepford Wives.
Oh, yeah.
It's almost like the Stepford Husbands, this film.
I
saw
the trailer for this film, so I did not see the film. I remembered vaguely, the husbands are hiding their world from their wives, something like that.
Something like that, yeah. There's a fairly disappointing denouement, and you get to the end of the movie and you think, wait a second, none of that really quite makes sense. What?
Yeah, I'm not going to remember the title. I probably won't know this one at all. Or the pop star. Huh.
Well, the pop star is Harry Styles.
Yeah.
He was widely vilified for his acting in this film, and actually I think he was all right. The film is called Don't Worry, Darling.
Oh, yeah.
It's fine. It's all right.
I think that's one of those things we were going to do on the pod, but we decided
possibly
against Don't Worry, Darling. Yeah.
And I think maybe like the reduced oxygen tension when you're on an aeroplane tends to interfere with my critical faculties, because generally I enjoy every film that I watch on a plane. And I watched this on a plane and I broadly enjoyed it, but I think it's probably not that good.
It's related to partial brain death, I think.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yep. Question 16. This 1970 film was directed by Donald Cammell and Nick Rogue, who was also the cinematographer. It stars James Fox as a gangster who goes into hiding after killing a friend. But where he goes hiding is with a famous rock star, played by a famous rock star. What is this 1970 film?
1970.
Yeah.
Again, I've probably not seen this film. Did you mention the name of an actor or anything like that? Or
James Fox.
James
is the co-lead.
With whom?
Yeah,
with a
well-known rock star who's still gigging today.
Sounds like the days of Barbra Streisand, but
no, it's British actor.
A British actor who's still gigging. Twiggy. It's got to be Twiggy.
It's Mick Jagger.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's
Superstar. What's the name of the film?
Performance.
Why
do
I always think that's an Andy Warhol film for some reason? Performance. Mick Jagger. I'm putting an X by myself on that one.
If you told me it was an Andy Warhol film, I'd almost believe you. It's kind of a hallucinatory and strange film.
Is it any good? Have you seen that one?
I saw it when I was very young and utterly did not understand it.
Yeah.
I'd be interested to go back to it as an adult. I mean, I think really, I was like 12 or something when I watched it. It was probably not a sensible thing to watch. Right. Back to the 80s.
Yeah.
This 1980 comedy stars Lily Tomlin, Jane Fonda, Dabney Coleman, and it's about 3 working women who get even with their sexist boss. And it has a catchy theme song.
Working 9 to 5.
It is 9 to 5. Who is the pop star?
Well, I would probably say more country. I think it's Dolly Parton, isn't it?
Well, Dolly Parton. Country is pop these days.
I've seen there's a pornographic version of that film called 8 to 4, by the way. I don't know why. They've missed a trick there, haven't they? I think they have, because
I think they have. This question 18.
Just 1 hour. Just 1 hour of difference there. Okay.
This 1985 George Miller directed sequel sees its hero cross the post-apocalyptic Australian desert to find Bartertown, a settlement run by a woman with some of the most impressive shoulder pads in cinema history.
Oh my God, the 80s.
The 80s.
Great.
Oh my God.
We all looked stronger then. Tina Turner, it's Beyond Thunderdome, I think.
Yes, excellent. Very good. Mad Max 3 Beyond Thunderdome with Tina Turner. Right. Back to the 2000s. This 2000 musical drama is directed by Lars von Trier. It's about a woman with a degenerative eye condition.
Oh.
But what is this film? And who is the pop star involved in it?
It's Bjork.
It is.
She's great. The music's great. It's a Dancer in the Dark or something
Very
like that.
good. Full marks, yes.
That's a good one.
I once passed her on the escalator at the Tate Gallery.
Oh,
That's my claim to fame.
And you must have shouted something at her.
I think I was slightly too awestruck. I'm a big admirer of Bjork.
With Bjork, I don't know. What would you say to her?
What could you say that she hasn't already heard? Nothing.
Love the swan dress. I think you'd say that. Love the swan dress.
There is a absolutely beautiful little 2-minute film on YouTube of a very young Björk.
Yeah.
Is it Björk or Bjork? I don't know. But she's taking apart a Sony television.
Oh.
If listeners, if you have the chance, just search for Björk takes apart a Sony television on YouTube, and it's an absolutely adorable little video.
And
completely nuts.
While
She's
you're
fantastic.
doing that, listeners, or after that, look at her version of, it's a live version of Satisfaction by the Rolling Stones. We just talked about Mick Jagger with PJ Harvey. The two of them do it together to do it. It's phenomenal.
Oh,
And they're both really young. It's like Bjork when she's like 18 years old. It's very, very good.
oh, right. I'm looking that up. That goes on the list.
Yeah.
Question 20. Back to the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
This SNL spin-off movie from 1980 has cameos from Steven Spielberg, Carrie Fisher, and a host of incredible musicians. What 1980 comedy is this?
It's Blues Brothers, I think.
It is Blues Brothers.
Who would be the
But are there any pop stars in Blues Brothers?
It depends on what you consider pop stars.
Are there any professional musicians in Blues
Aykroyd's and
Brothers?
Belushi are in there. Paul Schaefer's in there from the great session musician in Saturday Night Live. Went on with David Letterman.
Okay. Not who I have on my list, but I might give you the point for that. Who have I got on my list?
It's got to be someone bluesy. Is it someone bluesy?
Someone soulful.
Is it one of the... Who's in there? I don't know. I mean, it's been a long time, man. That's Sam and Dave are in there, aren't they? Sam and Dave?
Oh, they might be. Aretha Franklin is who I
Aretha
wrote
Franklin's
on
in
my list.
there? Yeah,
Aretha
yeah.
Franklin. James Brown's in that movie, isn't he?
Yeah, well, I'm surprised that Steven Spielberg's in there. He's a pop star.
He turns up at the end, as a guy in an office.
Oh,
It's,
God.
it's mad. I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw him, actually. He was there, really, Steven Spielberg. Right. Current score, 15 out of 20. You are sticking at 75%.
Oof,
Looking
God.
good.
Ugh.
But the third round is the hard
Yeah,
one.
it is always. Jesus.
The third one is always the hard one. So, into round 3.
Yep.
Question 21.
Yeah.
This David Fincher movie from 1999 is based on a novel by Chuck Palahniuk about toxic masculinity.
Meatloaf.
It is Meatloaf. I kind of, for some reason, I always forget that he is in this film, and then it's always a surprise when it comes on. Oh yeah, Meatloaf's in this film. The name of the film is
Fight Club.
Fight Club.
I gotta say that my friends over there at Canonic, the 16 millimeter house, they're having something called Sight Club. And I'm not going to say anything more about it because the first rule of Sight Club is you don't talk about Sight Club.
Fight Club. Oh, that's good. That's the meme that continues to give, doesn't it?
Isn't it? Yeah, it's just great.
Question 22. This is one of last year's award winners.
No.
One of the Two Real Cinema Club's award winners. This musical film was hated by pretty much everybody except us. Stars Joaquin Phoenix.
Mm-hmm. It does.
What film is this?
Well, it also features Lady Gaga.
It does.
I'll refer to you on the pronunciation of Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga.
Mademoiselle Gaga. It's Mademoiselle Gaga and Joaquin Phoenix. And it's Le Folie à Deux. Joker Part 2, Folie à Deux.
Bien sûr.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be reappraised in 5 years' time.
Yeah.
People will work out that we were right all along.
I agree with you on that one, yeah.
Right, 1962. This, I think, is a film that you like. It's a John Frankenheimer political thriller. Angela Lansbury.
Oh, my God, yes.
Janet Leigh.
Mm-hmm.
A communist plot. What is this 1962 film?
It's Frank Sinatra in Manchurian Candidate. What?
Now, do you count Frank Sinatra as a pop star?
Absolutely, my God.
Okay,
yes,
good,
yes,
right.
absolutely.
Okay, this one is a bit harder. There is a great cameo by a 1990s rock star in this 2012 Jennifer Lawrence picture based on a YA hit novel that spawned a series of sequels.
Oh.
What are the films that built Jennifer Lawrence's house?
Yeah, it's something about, I've not read these guys. It's Hunger Games.
Yeah, Hunger Games. I bet your students have all read them.
Yeah, yeah.
But who is the 90s rock star who turns up in a really unexpected cameo as a costumier? And who's like really surprisingly good.
A costumier?
In this small little role. Yeah, well, he designs her costume in the picture. Have you seen the film?
Nah.
No. It's, you know what, the first Hunger Games is actually, it's an enjoyable
The first
commercial
ones are, the
picture.
first ones are always good. which makes you go to
I think
all
the
other
others
ones.
not so much.
It's got to be John Bon Jovi.
Oh, nice. God, you know what? I almost put him in one of the questions, but no, not John Bon Jovi. This guy, is he going your way? I think that's his song.
Yeah.
And interesting, this guy's daughter directed Blink Twice, which was out last year.
Oh, that was a horror film, wasn't it?
Yeah. Directed by Zoe somebody.
Go My Way. Zoe somebody.
Okay, the 90s rock star is Lenny Kravitz.
Oh, Zoe Kravitz, really? Yeah.
Yeah, so Zoe Kravitz directed that film.
Are You Gonna Go My Way? Are You Gonna Go My Way?
Are You Gonna Go?
I
Okay,
understand
well,
that you didn't want to give me
So
more.
I wrong-footed you. Okay.
That's good. That's good.
Right, well, this next one, number 25, is one of your favourite films of all time.
Oh, then I probably won't get it.
So I will not try and embarrass you by forcing you to get it wrong. This film is from 1998. It is maybe the greatest bowling film ever made. It features all sorts of great characters, great cameos, including a famous bass player. Who is the rock star cameo in this film?
A famous bass player in...
Yeah, and there aren't many very famous bass players.
In The Big Lebowski.
The Big Lebowski.
Oh, God. We got to watch my... I'm kind of with Daniels. Now I'm really... I'm speechless. I'm blanking.
This bass player, I tell you, he's red hot.
Flea?
Yeah, very good.
Flea's in that film? God, I don't know.
Flea has a cameo as one of the three German nihilists in The Big Lebowski.
Oh, that's right. Oh, man.
I had to watch a little YouTube video to remind me that it was him, but it is him, yeah.
Oh, that's
he
great.
gets a couple of lines.
It's a great film. Boy, it just keeps on giving like that. That's Flea. A German nihilist. Beautiful. Good
Well,
casting.
we're going to stay in 1998.
Good.
This this is a hard one. This is Robert Rodriguez. So I know we're already out of your happy place. It's Robert Rodriguez,
Yep.
sci-fi school movie from 1998, has a stellar cast, including Josh Hartnett, Elijah Wood, Jordana Brewster, Salma Hayek, and someone who's a pop star. What is the film? Who is the pop star?
98. You said it's a sci-fi film.
It is a sci-fi school movie. Yeah.
Is it? Oh, school movie.
Yeah. Sci-fi movie all set in a school.
Based on... So it's not based on a graphic novel.
Oh, I don't know. It could be. Often they are, aren't they? I couldn't tell you.
Robert Rodriguez. Huh.
He's a filmmaker that I like more than you, I think, isn't he?
Is it a Spy Kids thing?
No, it's not. I don't know how many Spy Kids movies he's made.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them, but this is not one of them.
Salma Hayek's in almost in everything. Okay. So I love all the early ones, the Banderas stuff.
The
El
Mariachi
stuff.
is his best film, isn't it? Yeah.
Huh. Wow, I need more hints. School. Takes place in a school, but it's a sci-fi school thing.
It is a sci-fi school about an alien invasion at a school. The name of the movie is also the name of the teaching staff at a school. Get all those guys together and you call them...
The faculty.
Yes, correct. It is the faculty. But do you know who the pop star is in the faculty?
I vaguely remember.
I told you this was the hard round.
Yeah. What was she? He is... Don't give me the they thing. He's a...
When you go to the movies and there's a guy with a little flashlight who shows you to your seat, what's that guy called?
It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. His name is Usher.
Usher. I thought it was Nelly. Was that Usher who sang that song?
Oh, maybe it was Nelly.
I don't know. Shows you what I know. But you are correct, Usher. Well done. Dominic. Very good.
I got the wrong song, but the right name. Is that what happened?
And they say that modern pop is interchangeable.
I always want to sing that song, though. That's the thing. Oh, man. Okay.
Question 27.
Yep.
This 2016 film
Yep.
is one of my personal favorites. This is about a musician and an actor in Hollywood. It's a kind of tragic romance, directed by Damien Chazelle. And it has a cameo from a prominent singer-songwriter. It's Emma Stone, Ryan Gosling, which autocorrect has changed to guzzling on my computer. I don't know why it's done that. But see, if he called himself Ryan Guzzling, he probably would have had a better career.
More money. Come on. The money is just coming in. You don't even have to act. You just guzzle.
What film is this?
I think it's La La Land.
It is La La Land.
2016? That's a long time ago.
It is now, isn't it? 9 years. It only feels like 2016 still feels like 3 or 4 years ago to me. That's what old people say, isn't it?
Exactly. We do say that. John
Do you
Legend.
remember who the pop star is?
John Legend.
It is John Legend. Yep. Very good. Fantastic. Doing well this round. This is the hard round as well. Okay, back to the 80s. 1983.
Yep. Okay.
This Canadian science fiction film. Again, it's in my all-time top 20, one of my favourites. This film stars everybody's favourite nice guy, James Woods. What is this 1983 rather queasy body horror picture? And who is the pop star that appears in it?
I'm thinking it's Videodrome.
You are right. Okay. It is Videodrome.
The pop star. Yikes.
There's a pop star who's surprisingly good in Videodrome. And she is, a genuine pop star.
Oh, she.
Yeah.
Cyndi Lauper?
Ooh, no. It's called Cyndi Lauper. Probably it would have been a slightly different film.
Yeah.
This is someone rather more steamy and serious.
Canadian?
Oh, God, I don't know. I don't think so, but she might be.
83.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I'll have to hurry you because the tide is high.
And wait a second. She is good in that film. That was a gimme. Deborah Harry. Jeez.
Deborah Harry. Well done.
I remember that now.
Yeah.
Was that her? I wonder if that was her first film role.
Maybe. I don't know. She's very good in it. Yeah. It's kind of scary in it.
Yeah.
2 more to go. It's already looking good.
Does it?
1986.
Yeah. Okay.
This Italian-American black and white comedy is about 3 men sent to and then escaping from jail. It stars Roberto Benigni, John Lurie, Ellen Barkin, directed by Jim Jarmusch.
Yeah.
What is this film?
This is one of my favorites, Down by Law.
Down by Law. But who's the pop star in Down by Law?
Again, are you calling Tom Waits pop?
Tom Waits, yeah.
Jeez.
Fantastic.
Don't tell him that. My God. He'd say, James, I'm not pop.
That's straight up pop. Final question, number 30, and then we will check the scores on the doors, see if you've passed. I thought this one was hardish, but it might not be. Another David Fincher film. This time from 2010. This film is about the launch of a successful website.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Written by Aaron Sorkin, with Jesse Eisenberg, watching his film next week. Yeah. Andrew Garfield is in it.
That's right.
Armie Hammer is in it twice.
That's right.
What is this film?
He plays twin brothers, doesn't he? The film is The Social Network.
It is, yes. Is there a pop star in this film?
In this film, God, I don't think it's a prominent role, is it?
It's not a bad role. He's in it a bit, actually. He's in it more than I expected.
Oh, yeah, he's actually pretty good. His name is Justin Timberlake, maybe.
It is Justin Timberlake. Excellent.
He is pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, he is surprising.
He plays the Napster founder. Oh, God, I forget what his name is. Sean someone. The guy who started
the Napster founder. I can't remember that guy's name either. Well, oh my goodness. You have scored 24 out of 30. Well beyond the pass mark.
Is it? We said 20 was going to be passing?
Yeah, we said 20 was the pass
mark.
That's not
well beyond. That's a little bit beyond.
That's a star in my book. Awesome.
It's 80%.
I had a tie-break question. In case there was any argy-bargy or you overruled any of my questions as too hard, I have a tie-break. Do you want to hear the tie-break?
Yeah, of course.
Before we go and see the film? Okay. This culty 1999 film from Kevin Smith features cameos by all sorts of incredible stars, including Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, Chris Rock, close friend of Will Smith, Salma Hayek, again, Alan Rickman, George Carlin, Linda Fiorentino, but most notably, who is the pop star who appears in this film, and who does she play?
It's funny because when we had Videodrome, I was trying to think back, was she old enough to do Videodrome? And she's not. It's Alanis Morissette.
It is Alanis Morissette.
She plays God.
She does.
And I don't know, it's not a Clerks film though, but it's got a lot of the Clerks characters, I feel like.
Yeah. Do you remember what it's called?
Dogma.
Dogma, yeah.
There you go. Yep.
Fantastic. So really, you've got 25 out of 31, Ooh. But I can't work out the percentages on that.
A little over 80% by now, I think, yeah.
So I think you are well on your way to exam success.
Oh, man, yeah. It all starts tomorrow, first day. But why don't I go to this late night showing of A Real Pain so that I'm in great position to function tomorrow morning?
Yeah, and then go out for some beers afterwards. Yeah. Don't go to bed. No, nothing good ever comes to that.
Here's your exam, kids. Good luck.